welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. My name is Tom.
Hi, Tom.
I'm a fantasy sports addict.
And my name is Ryan.
Howdy, Ryan.
Howdy. And I, too, am a fantasy sports addict.
Okay, so today, in our meeting of Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous, we're going to be discussing your 2015-2016 fantasy basketball rookie candidates, rookies of the year possibly. These are going to be the guys that you might have to reach for on draft day, but everybody knows there's a big four. We're going to have a lesser four, some guys you might want to consider later on in your draft. We're going to talk about European players. We're going to talk about deeper dynasty selections. So
let's get started.
Everybody knows the big four. We had 2 point guards, 2 big centers. The first name off your board on draft day is going to be Karl-Anthony Towns, center for Minnesota Timberwolves. And my personal favorite of this whole rookie class is D'Angelo Russell. He's a point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers, possibly shooting guard filling in for Kobe.
Okay. And the other two of the big four is Emmanuel Mudiay, point guard for Denver, and Jahlil Okafor, Philadelphia center.
Okay.
These are the four that are all taken inside the top 100. I've seen them go crazy early and some fall a little bit, but you're going to have to spend a decent pick to get them.
So be prepared to get aggressive for any of those 4 names on draft day. Now, we're going to give you another 4 names that you probably won't have to be as aggressive for, but you should still be cautious with. They are outside the top 100. They're later picks, but there is some upside here. So the 2 guys I like later on in the draft, I wasn't originally into Frank Kaminsky, power forward center for Charlotte, but he's getting guaranteed minutes. Just the time seems like it's there, so I'm willing to take a flyer on him. The other guy I'm liking is Stanley Johnson, small forward, possibly shooting guard, small forward combo in Detroit. Just Detroit's a mess.
Right. So both good picks later on. For me, this is the guy who I'm trying to get universally because I think he's going to outperform his ADP.
We love this guy.
That's Miles Turner, Indiana center. They lost their entire front court, tons of minutes. Easy going to be a good steal.
Yeah, we love Turner.
And
Seriously.
then this one, it's more of an emergency. Maybe he's going to be value. Willie Caulley-Stein, center for Sacramento. We'll see what he does, but I like him. But I like my bigs and my blocks and rebounds.
Okay, so this next group of players, I personally don't think I'll be touching in any format on draft day.
Euro trash.
We'll call them Euro trash. That may not be a fair assessment since we haven't seen them in the league yet, but again, European players, international players are sometimes a roll of the dice. You don't necessarily know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you might get Dirk Nowitzki. Sometimes you might get Andrea Bargnani. So the guy I'm not touching is the power forward in New York, Kristaps Porzingis. Looks like he could eventually be good, but I am just not willing to touch him on draft day. That's me.
And the other European guy who was a high draft that I'm not touching is Mario Hezonja, the shooting guard in Orlando. I just don't think there's enough of an opportunity there for what Orlando has. So wait and see approach on both of those guys.
Now, if you like them, if you like these guys, go ahead and draft them. We're personally not. That's just our suggestion, but
I like Darko Milicic too, and we know how that turned out.
Ooh, oops.
Okay,
so if you're in a dynasty league or a keeper league and it's pretty deep, you're trying to build something for next year or maybe years beyond, I think the next guy is somebody that I'm personally really excited about. I'm probably going to try to get him in my deeper dynasties. But Devin Booker, shooting guard, small forward for the Phoenix Suns. There's probably no time for him right now, but he looks like he'll develop into possibly a superstar. Maybe I'm high because I'm a Suns fan, but I don't know. I really like him.
Best shooter of the class, good system, but too young.
Okay.
Anyways, my dynasty watch player that I like is Justice Winslow. I liked him better before Miami re-signed Luol Deng, but they're older and he's going to get his minutes and he can get you all kinds of stats, and he's one of those glue guy defensive wings. Again, players I like.
Okay, so hopefully the list of names we just provided you were somewhat useful. Again, take it with a grain of salt, but just know these are the rookies that you should probably pay attention to. If we missed anyone, feel free to let us know.
Please.
As always, you feel free to hit us up on Twitter or send us an email or something. But in the meantime, that's our 2015-2016 fantasy basketball rookie class.
Woo! Yeah.
We're going to close with our fantasy sports serenity prayer. You want to start?
All right. Fantasy gods, please grant me the serenity to set my ideal lineups, the courage to add drop aggressively, and the wisdom,
as always,
to make good trades.
Amen.
Thank you.
Okay, so check out our website, fantasysportsaddicts.com. Reach out to us on Twitter at letter F, letter S, the word double, letter A, at FSAA. You can check us out anytime. Feel free to rate or thumbs up our video down below. Leave a comment. Also, please, for the love of God, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.
Please and thank you.
All right.
Good luck.
Happy drafting.
Woo!